No, bueno, el corte de pelo no. No, la verdad que funciona siempre, tiene un sistemita que funciona. Lo que pasa es que hoy por ahí no salió tanto, porque hacía mucho que no jugábamos por ahí partidos. Bueno, jugamos el otro día partido duro.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to GHANTOOT. The ball's already into play and we're off. It's basically a 20-goal team against 20 goals. And it's Kaku Raja coming off out here now. Kaku coming back with those. Horechi couldn't put the pressure on him. Backhand comes in there with the number 1 shirt. Oh, yes, yeah, and he heard the open call there from Kaku, Pablito tried to just sneak around in front of him, but not to be. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we are live. Just a little technical issue there, but we're all up and running here now. You see on the replay, Facu comes in, faces himself up, changes the line. Pablo thought he could come onto it, but no, it wasn't to be. In our second match here of His Highness the President's Cup 2021, we have a penalty from the halfway line for HABTOOR in the red shirts today, and GHANTOOT in their familiar blue and purple, blue and green. We'll run through the lineup shortly, GHANTOOT as is, but we have in the red shirts of HABTOOR, with the number 4 shirt on, is Raja Abu Shubain. Facu Sola launching into that one with the number 3 shirt on, drives this one up the field, but it looks like it's gone a little bit wide, all the length in the world, but just not quite the accuracy on that one there. Just a little bit wide to the left. So HABTOOR wearing with the number 1 shirt on is Felix Essian. Number 2 shirt is Huarachi. Number 3 is Facu Sola. With the 4 shirt on is Raja Abu Shubain, but we're back into play here now. Bringing that one in is Kaku, puts it out wide, trying to get that one out towards side, but it's intercepted well there by Sola. Sola coming around the corner here, just avoiding Danny Wadu. Gets that one, Chip lofts over the top here, trying to get that one up to his teammate there and put that one up towards the goals, and it just goes wide. Picking it up on the near side, the pressure was on with the ride-off for Horechi, but he just puts it wide. Second GHANTOOT, of course, number 1 we have Nasser Shamsi. Kaku brings it in with the number 4 shirt on. Pushes it wide up here now. He looks to see where he has Pablo running. He darts one way, goes the other way. Sola in there. And we get a whistle on the play. Just playing it out there very carefully indeed is Kaku. Just pushes it up. Just short of him. Gets himself across. Does Sola. And the umpires say, thank you very much indeed. We'll move this one to halfway up the field. So players called. Good view there from the drone. I'm saying Kaku at 4, Pablo Llorente at 3, Crespo at 2, and Nasser Shamsi at 1 for GHANTOOT. As Nasser and Raj Al Jubain go and have a little bit of a tussle up the front there. Kaku comes up onto the play here now. Sends the boys up running, must be going long, does, sends a beautiful lofted drive, straight top, Suggested trying to get onto this one here, it's gone a little bit wide, tries to get the backhand in to keep it in play, but no, out over the back line it goes. The boys feeling confident on this number 2 field here at GHANTOOT Racing and Polo Club. Just nestled over the border in Abu Dhabi, the United Arab Emirates. Faku picks up the play here now from the back line. Faku comes under the neck, drills that one forward. But it looks like it's going to be Kaku sitting deep, waiting for this play. He comes up onto the play here now. The pressure on there from Felix Essien. Goes around, avoids the hook, gets a bit of a stick on him. Can't get enough on that one there, but Pablo's in there to keep him honest. It is Llorente coming forward, but just leaves it for Kako on this here. In comes Horechi to try him on the near side. Both of them yield off it and leave it now for Llorente once more. Llorente straightens up on this one here, looks for a bit of a window, hits the pony there of Sola, sends a little flick backhand, whips around quickly onto that one there. It does Sola. Coming in front is Llorente, gets better that one there. Suggested picks it up here now, and we get a whistle on the play. Crespo just turning the play as he stops that ball, and in comes backhand there, as you can see on the replay. Stops it, coming crashing into him there. Well, that was Jubain. And we go back to the halfway line. For a penalty in favour of HABTOOR. All the usual stats, etc. We will come back to in a moment. But the temperature has dropped a little bit more. And that nice cool breeze off the sea. And Faku Solo just teeing that ball up. Let's see if he's going to go long this time or looking to run it. Boys all gone up forward. It looks like Orechi's going closer up forward as well. He gets a good lofted drive on that one there, and he drills it from the halfway line, looking to stop that one, but he can't stop it. And let's see what the goal judge says. No, it's just gone wide. You see the players were standing in the goal mouth knowing that it was well within reach on this field of the players to take the 5B from the halfway and give it a good thump and see if they can get it through on the one. But it's just gone wide again, and it's going to be Araja. Comes under the net, puts the ball out into open space, looking to get this one out there. Couldn't get hold of that one there, could Felix Essien, but it's going to be sent up forward there by Nasser Al-Shamsi. Nasser tries to come onto it. The backhand comes in, this time by Felix. Nice into open space, but quickly onto that one there. Once again, it's going to be Araja in front of Sola. Araja on the play as Crespo looks after Sola, giving him the opportunity, space and time to come round. But in comes Sola, working hard on that one, drills it forward. In comes Horechi. Horechi comes onto it, couldn't quite pick that play up. Settling down now onto it, a little bit sort of tight. All these players are here, a little bit rushed at the moment here in Chukka number 1. Crespo on it, but it's going to be Llorente comes away with it this time. Yields off that one there, does Sola, and drills it up, does Llorente once more, trying to get that up to Kako, but he's pushed wide out of that one, but he couldn't get the backhand in. Essien leaving it now once again for Araja. Araja looking for a window, looking for somewhere to go, drills it into the pony, gets pushed up here a little bit further by Nasser, gets the ball stolen off him on this occasion here by Horechi. Horechi tries to drill it forward, but it's just blocked there by Llorente. Let's settle things down, says Sola, as he gets bumped from one side and the other there by a couple of the GHANTOOT players, but he manages to find a little bit of space, and off he goes, and he drills that one out there for Raj Al Jubain. Al Jubain up onto this one here now. Good centering shot by Raja, but I think he might have just got a little bit too much wood on that one. Can he keep it in? Can he keep it in? He gets that one up towards the goals and through the goals there for Raja Al Jubain. Drills that ball forward. He's put the pressure on. No, he wasn't quite as close to the back line as I thought, but he managed to get that one nicely under the neck. Through the goals it is. Very happy indeed is Raja Al Jubain. 2:43 on the clock it is, and players looking to quickly change ponies, and that they do, taking the opportunity as Daniel Badu lines the two teams up and bowls that ball back into play, not hanging around, not waiting, and it's coming off the back of the line out. Oh, we get a whistle on the play. Quite a stern whistle there from Badu. And now they look for a free change. You can just see from the line out, a couple of players each coming up onto it, trying to get in onto that one there. But it looks like he was just possibly a little bit behind the saddle or something like that, and we end up with a penalty being given as a couple of players quickly leave the field to change ponies. And now we have a little bit of a break. We'll just go to the official lineups here. Thank you very much indeed, Director. And we have for GHANTOOT, we have Nasser Al-Shamsi. At number 2, Cesar Crespo. At 3, Pablo Llorente. And at the back door, the one and only Marcos Araja. A couple of players having gone up in the handicap, so basically a 20-goal team. And now for HABTOOR, we have Raja Abu Zubayn. They're playing at number 1. Juan Harechi playing at number 2. Facundo Soler at 3. And Felix Essian at the back door. Although the team shirts have changed around, Raja and Essian have quickly swapped round on there. And coming up for a short penalty here, penalty 2 for Kaku. Comes up, drills that one away. Through the goals it is. 1 goal apiece it is here now. 1 goal to GHANTOOT and 1 goal to HABTOOR. So back to the middle of the field it is. I think there might have been a yellow card thrown out into that one as well. But we'll find out in the stats a bit later, and we get the whistle blown hard once again by Daniel Badu, not taking any messing. Thank you very much, he says. Getting a little bit of a stern talking to out there. Enough is enough. Not going to take any tittle-tattle from the players here in this second game, as Daniel Badu, and quite rightly so. So let's see what they come up with here now. They better just learn to zip it. Otherwise, as I've said in the past, it's a cup of tea on the side for you, young man. Raj Abu Zubayn looks like he was on. There's a view from the GHANTOOT camp. Raj Abu Zubayn on Little Maria. So Pete Wright comes in as well. Just explaining things there to Facu Sola. Placating the situation. And saying that we have to behave and play properly out here, otherwise we'll be sitting on the sideline. So there it is, back into play once more. Badu gets that ball bowled in, bit of argy-bargy and pushing and shoving in that line out, and it's caused a bit of a stagnant situation. But it is Gente up on the play. Sorry, it is Crespo. Crespo with this play here, trying to get away from it. Raj Abu Zubayn comes in, steals. Sorry, it's Essian steals that play. And we get a whistle on the play. Too much of this going on. Thank you very much indeed, as you see. Swiping and trying to clear that ball away. Comes through on it, and it looks like Abu Zubayn got himself across the line on that point in time. And we have a penalty 4. In favour of GHANTOOT. There we see down at the bottom there, Manu Tocolino. Doesn't go anywhere without his mate. So Raja circling round up onto the play here now for a 60-yard penalty, a penalty 4. Kaku drives this one, he gets under that one nicely, but I've got a feeling it's just drifted wide to the right it goes. So the score remains the same, 1 goal apiece here in chucker number 1 between GHANTOOT and HABTOOR. So HABTOOR's Facu Sola to ring back into play. Facu taps it forward. Crespo comes up to him on this play here now. Pushes it forward here this time now for Harechi. Harechi there with Kaku. Comes back in towards the middle of the field once more. Here's the backhand call there from Sola. Sola leans out a long way. Crespo tries to get to him. Checks up. Looks to keep control of this play here now. This time leaves it for Essian. Felix on the ball here now with Sola in behind. Yields off it. Leaves it now for Sola. Sola coming in towards the middle of the field. Sola taps it once again. Sola gets spoilt in his play, but manages to keep the play. Good shot there. Facu and Lala coming forward off onto it here now. Dribbling that ball goalward bounce. It is Sola. Sola, Crespo trying to do it. He avoids his hooking plays, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. A beautiful soul goal there by Facundo Sola. making it 2 goals it is to HABTOOR. Cracking play there. You see Kreppel trying to come in with the hooking. Does get the hooks, but Faku Sola makes the most of that one there and says, thank you very much indeed. It's why I'm 9 goals. Able to play beautiful running polo out here on these fields at GHANTOOT. And there goes the hooter, ladies and gentlemen, and that there will end. Chukker number 1 with the score being GHANTOOT 1, HABTOOR 2. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go to a few messages and some adverts from Polo Line. Total viewers on Polo Line, welcome back here to GHANTOOT Racing Polo Club for the start of Chukker number 2. Rather eventful first Chukker there. Boys, a little bit tight, a little bit tense, a little bit anxious, you might say. I think the bosses must have turned around and said, well, boys, the 30,000 is yours to take if you're looking for this. So there you go. And let's see what they can give us here. There you have another beautiful shot there of GHANTOOT from the drones with the Sheikhs. Sheikh Zayed, Sheikh Khalifa, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, and of course, Sheikh Falah bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the patron of GHANTOOT in partnership with the Abu Dhabi Sports Council. Back down there again in the GHANTOOT camp. So the two teams will line up here shortly. Get this back underway once more with Daniel Badu, the ball into play. Oreche looking for a little bit of a play, plays the backhand away there from Sola, picks it up here, does Araja. Araja coming forward, Araja gets half hooked off out of it. The backhand there comes in by Essian, setting up now for Sola. Sola, first time play, plays the backhand, but comes off the pony there of Crespo. Crespo sends it back into the throws one more time, and it looks like it is going to be Pablo Llorente trying to flick that one away through the goals, and Pablo Llorente manages to get that one away there from Felix Essian through the goals for goal number 2 there for GHANTOOT. You just see there the backhand coming in by Crespo and just getting the run there does Pablo in front of Felix Essian. And putting number 2 on the board there here in Chukker number 2. 2 goals apiece it is. And back to the middle of the field once more. But Daniel Badu bowls that ball back into play. Stuck in the middle line out there. Gideus Crespo comes away with this one here. Drills this one long and hard out into some open space. But first onto it is going to be Sola with Crespo. Gets himself turned the wrong way, takes advantage of the situation, does Sola, decides to come round the other way once again and looking for Harechi to look after a player. And we look after a little bit of something there. They're appealing for something, but nothing to be given. And it is going to be Sola. Comes up to Llorente, looks to get up past him, taps the ball back here now for Harechi. Harechi sends it forward up here now for Sola once more, but he's shown a little bit too much of that there for Araja. A little straight backhand by him, but it's enough of the angle on it. But first onto is Haureche. Read that one well, coming round onto it, but swooping onto that beautifully, as you see there. Once again, it is going to be Araja. Araja sends that one out towards the far side of the field. Looks to open this one up here now for Crespo. Drills that one up the field on the first time play. Going back onto this one first, though, it is Felix Essian. Sends it out towards the boards. Picking it up here now. Solo looks to try and pick this one up, and you've got players coming from both sides onto it, but he's not wasting any time. Is Llorente. Llorente says, let's get on with this one here, and drills this one in towards the goal from a distance out, but he just pushed it across the face of goal. Wide it is. So the ball's placed down the back line for Facu Sol to bring back into play once more, and we get a whistle on the play. 5:07 on the clock. We're looking for a change of ponies, it looks like. Well, there's a bit of a horseshoe or something like this. Yes, sorry, that's exactly what it was, but the players are just taking advantage of the situation to change. You see there, Manu having his photograph taken, holding the sun, it probably is, as it sets behind us. So there we have it. It is Facu. Facu taps it in behind Crespo. Looking for something here. Goes up on the break here now. Up on the moves. Got the pony. He's up on the way here now. Gets a good bump and a ride off there. Gets pushed off out of it. And then backhand. But it's only as far as Haureche. Haureche's backhand puts that one wide out for Felix Essian. Felix Essian being waited for there by Llorente. Tries to come into it. Llorente gets the hook onto him there. Gets told to yield off it and leave it for Araja. Araja sends a little backhand for Llorente this time. Looking to put it in the middle of the field, but down the boards it goes. Trying to scooch onto this one here now. It was Crespo. Crespo and Haureche cancelling each other out, leaving it for Felix Essian. The backhand comes in once more. Who's first round onto this one here? And it's going to be that man once again, Araja. Kaku turns in there in towards Sola. Sola just has to yield off that one there. Now he can go with his play here. There, taps it once and goes with the driving shot. It's going goal about. Needs to be cut out the play. The backhand comes in once again there by Felix, by Aljamain. He comes back across onto this one here now. Out towards the sideline once again. Felix Essian on the play. Drills that one up the field here now, trying to get it up there for Haureche. Haureche looking for the play, but it's stolen away from him there by Crespo. Blocked in his passage there is Nasser Shamsi blocking the way, and we get a whistle on the play. You see there, he comes back onto it. He comes back into the play, tries to pick it up, does Crespo, but umpire's not liking a little bit of something in there. Got himself caught in no man's land, more than intent, I would say, by Nasser Shamsi. And we have a penalty in favour of HABTOOR. Moved up for a penalty 4. A 60-yard penalty here now for Facundo Sola. Shot there at Crespo, just changing pony and back into the view. Raj Al-Jubain with the number 4 shirt on there for HABTOOR. Substituting in here for Mohamed Al Habtoor here this afternoon. It is Facu on the play. Comes up with it, drills it along the ground. It looks like he's getting stopped in the goal mouth there. Pushes out towards the side. Backhand comes in, but we get a whistle on the play. Facu comes in, doesn't hit that one as cleanly as might like to do so. Just why he just pushes that one out. Tries to make the backhand there, does Al-Jubain on the near side, but I think he had actually crossed over in the first instance. Had to give it a go, but unfortunately for him, the umpire saying, not on this occasion. And we move that one up to a 5B. A halfway midfield penalty in favour of GHANTOOT for Kaku Araja. To tee this play up once more. So players called. As Nasser quickly changes ponies. Kaku Araja circling around here now. Kaku goes with the shot. It's along the ground here. It's hard and fast. Looking for that there as Crespo just comes off the pony. Couldn't quite get the shot he was looking for. But picking it up here is Llorente. Llorente picks it up once and drills that one through the goals. Goal number 3 on the board there for GHANTOOT. 3 goals it is to GHANTOOT. See here, he drills that ball up. came off the pony there of Crespo. But it's that man, Llorente, taps it the once, looks up and says, thank you very much indeed. We'll take that one. 3 goals to GHANTOOT, 2 goals to HABTOOR. So changing ends, GHANTOOT heading towards Abu Dhabi. HABTOOR back towards Dubai. Off the line, out it comes. Sola keeps control of it here with Araja. Araja comes in with a bump and a ride off on that one there. He comes wide past him here now, does Sola. Sola dispenses with him quickly and drives this one in towards the goal. In towards the goal it goes, but it goes wide. Not quite finding the goals again. It's just drifting wide to the right-hand side. Quite a few opportunities, long-range shots being taken at goal. But we're still here, only in the second chukker. It is going to be Kaku Araja. Kaku and Sola. Kaku drills this one out for Llorente. Llorente coming up here now. Llorente waits for that ball to settle. Trying to get back to him, though, is Jauretche. In comes Nasser to him there. Goes over the top of that one there. Nasser Al-Shamsi, well placed, well read there by Nasser Al-Shamsi. Comes on the play with him. There's Al-Jubain, and the ball just hops out over the boards. You hear a cry from him there, and he holds his helmet in his hand. Thinking, not my day, not my luck, but there's a big smile on his face. Knowing that not much can be done about that one. There's the ball's placed down here now for Juan Jauretche. Brings it into play once again. Jauretche in behind Crespo. Looking for a little bit of a break, just to unsight him slightly. In comes Nasser, makes a spoiling play onto that one there. Sorry, it was Llorente. Puts it up here now for Felix. Gets told to play it. Does so. Checks it up and drills that one up forward. It looks a little bit wide out towards the left-hand side, but first back onto this one's Nasser Al-Shamsi with Al-Jubain coming up onto it. Looks to play the backhand, but just shadows that one out over the back line so that GHANTOOT can retain possession of the ball from a hit-in by Kaku Araja. He's just clicked off and quickly changing ponies. Back on board, players called. Doesn't take these boys long to hop from one to the other, and into play it is in the form of Kaku. Sola there with him. Goes under the neck with this one here. Sends it out there, looking to set this one up now for Llorente. Llorente dribbling this ball, pushing it down the field here. Jauretche going with him. Jauretche gets the hook in onto this one, trying to bait the ball across the front of his horse's legs. The backhand comes in, and Al-Jubain just helps it on its way there for Sola. Sola makes a turn there with Kaku. Goes to drill that one there, and he's just blocked in his way, and we get a whistle on the play. Kaku trying to get out of the way, but just unfortunately, as he turns with him, you see Sola comes in, picks this one up here. Gets in behind him on that one there, and nowhere for Kaku to go. Just found in a bit of no man's land, using the bit of grey matter there by Kaku Sola. Polo being played between the ears, not just between your legs, and the ball's just placed down for a 40-yard penalty in favour of HABTOOR for Kaku Sola. Comes up onto the play here now. Drills that one forward. It's high and it's wide. He dispenses with it perfectly there. Does Facundo Sola, levelling up the scores. 3 goals apiece in chukker number 2. As the players start to make their way back towards the middle of the field. So the ball gets bowled into play it is. Looking for in the front of the line out there is Nasser. There goes the first hooter, ladies and gentlemen. It is the near side backhand there by Jauretche. Can't get onto that Consola, but it's that man. Araja once again reaches out a long way to Sola and gets the hooking play, but it's Pablo dangerously unmarked there. Looks up towards goal and drills that one in towards the goal. It's bobbling all the way there for Pablo Llorente. That's a couple of great goals there by Pablo Llorente. 4 goals it is GHANTOOT. 3 goals to HABTOOR. So you just see the flag aloft there as we see the replay of the last goal of that chukker. As the players leave the field of play, we'll quickly go to some messages from our sponsors and adverts from Polo Line. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Polo Line from Gantoot Racing and Polo Club. There's a picture of the Gantoot boys coming back on. Champs here, number 1, Pablo number 3. And number 4, of course, is Kaku Raja. As the players coming back out on the field, umpires calling them up. I'd just like to thank once again Gantoot Racing and Polo Club, His Highness Sheikh Falah bin Zayed Al Nahyan, and of course the governing partner here, Abu Dhabi Sports Council, and the guidance of the Emirates Polo Association. The great support from Yas International Holdings and Yas International Properties LLC. Media coverage from Yas TV and Al Etihad Newspapers. Capex.com, who've partnered up with Gantoot this year for your trading platform. Porsche down in Al Ain and Abu Dhabi. Plus, of course, the wonderful Bulgari and the Bulls Bowl back into play. To get this away once again, Kaku comes up onto that one there in front of Sola. Leaves it now for Llorente. Llorente drills this one up the field here, trying to get that one up for Nasser, but Essian onto it first. Nasser and Essian. Nasser unsighted on it. Essian keeps his head down, keeps on working on it. Does Felix, keeps on going forward. In comes Araja, chops him out of that play, turns back inside, gets bulldozed off out of the way. But it is going to be Nasser trying to get a bit of something that one there. They're all looking for a little bit of something there. That, as per usual, it's that man himself. Pablo just waiting on, lurking, sees where it is, comes away with the play here now. Looks up towards goal and drills this one goalward bound. Has it got the legs? I think it's going a little bit wide to the left, and hence Sola's not going back for it on this occasion here now. Wide to the left it is. Got a little bit grubby in there. You normally always find you've either got Pablo or you've got Marcos just standing out off the play so they can watch and lurk and actually let the other guys go in and they can come and capitalize on a loose ball as it does come out. Great to see them doing so and taking turns in doing it as they do. Great teamwork, but it's going to be Sola to come up with a play here now with Crespo. Sola and Crespo gets a good bump and ride off. Looks for a little bit of something out of that one there. Drilled up there by Jaureche. Beautiful linking pass there. Up there trying to get for Sola, but it's that man once again is Araja. Sends a backhand. Helped on its way by Crespo for Nasser. Nasser doesn't get the clean play on that one. Good ride off there by Abu Jubain. Gets told to play the ball. Plays the ball, he does, and he keeps pushing that ball forward, but he couldn't get hold of it cleanly. It's Essian. Felix Essian now yields off and leaves it for... Oh, and Araja, he steals it. The little burglar himself just picks his pocket on that play there and just stick and balls this all the way home. I was just saying how the pair of them, they'll sit and watch the players and watch how they play. Great example there by Marcos Araja this time. Pablo did it a couple of times earlier. Just sits, waits pensively and steals the play, opening the whole field up for him to stick and ball that one away, and away he goes with it and puts goal number 5 on the board for Gantoot. 5 goals it is to Gantoot, 3 goals to HABTOOR, and the ball's bowled back into play once again there by Daniel Badou. Badou bowls the ball in, it's looking for that one there is Llorente. Llorente goes with the driving shot, falls there for Sola, takes the ball in the air and off he goes here now. Sola on the run, on the move he goes. He's got to get past Crespo on this here now. Comes up forward. Abu Jubain is told to push on out of that there as he gets ridden off at it. Crespo plays that backhand. It falls there for Llorente on the near side. Looks to change the direction of play, but Sola blocks it. Sola turns back up towards the goal once more. Puts it in a place where he can't get to that one there. Goes with the driving shot and drills that one in towards the goal. And through the goal it is. Capitalising on the opportunity does Facundo Sola. 4 goals it is. Sola comes up. Just places that ball in a place where Pablo can't come in. He does drop his mallet down towards it, but he knows he can't touch that play as he has crossed over on it. And we have 5 goals to Gantoot, 4 goals to HABTOOR in chukka number 3. 4.5 minutes left to play as Daniel Badou lines the 2 teams up here now and bowls that ball into play once again. Comes into it here, does Abu Jubain off the line-out, passes up to Faku. Comes off the back of the pony. Crespo comes up with it here now. Faku caught in no man's land. Yields off. Leaves it for Pablo. Pablo on the move here now. Llorente looking to mount an attack from here now. Opso running himself here, but he decides to sky this ball out there. Slightly to the left of the goal post there for Nasser Al-Shamsi to try to get back to, but unfortunately he just runs out of space. Couldn't get to that ball in time, and out over the back line it goes. So HABTOOR back in possession once again. Faku Sola bring it back into play. 5 goals to 4 it is in favour of Gantoot. Players called. A couple of players are quickly changing ponies, but no waiting around here now, and it is going to be Faku to bring the ball back into play. Great shot from the drone here. Look at how well these fields are looking here down at Gantoot. haven't quite had the play that some of the fields have throughout in Dubai. And it's going to be Nasser Shamsi, good backhand. But it's going to be Raja, who's been up, and he's over the top of that one there as he looks up to see where the players were, and it's Crespo just turns around, sends a nice little backhand, looking to set up Araja near side. Going back with him is Aureche, flicks the ball on the near side once again, looks for the cut shot, but he's already run out of space, run out of time. Sorry, it was Llorente, not Araja. Just ran out of space. Ball just bobbling a little bit and being a little bit unkind on him. He just didn't have the opportunity to put that one away this time. And it is Sola once more, looking to mount another attack. You hear the calls. Sola, they're all running away from him, so he goes with it. But Pablo's coming in here now. Pablo comes in, but he comes in from an offside position, I think you'll find, and we end up with a whistle on the play. Comes up onto it here now. You can just see on this here. Comes in, comes up, and coming in from an offside position, and therefore we'll have a penalty in favour of HABTOOR. And we have a great shot there of Faris Yabouni and Uncle Hugo. Having just come out victorious in the last chukker when it counted in our first match, as the ball's being teed up there by Aureche. As a couple of players are off, quickly changing ponies. As Facu Sola starts to circle around here now. Sola on the 40. Drives this one forward and sneaks that one just inside the right-hand goal post to level the scores up here now. 5 goals apiece it is here in chukker number 3. 2.5 minutes left to play. Kim Roach and a few of the other HABTOOR crew down there. They're coming away with it here. There, Aureche tries to drill that one away, but it's going to be Sola to pick it up here now and send that one up there for Essian. Essian on Juana just drops her head down and he's running hard onto this one here, but it's a long way wide. Can he get that cut shot in? No, unfortunately, just too wide and not enough room to be able to get that one through the goals on this occasion, but the pressure's on. Good run there by Felix Essian, and it's 5 goals apiece. Raja sees the boys cutting out towards the left, goes under that great shot there from the drone, setting it up there for Pablo. Pablo just checks up on the play. Here's the call. Goes to the driving shot this time and sends this one up now for Araja. He's unmarked. He's in there by himself. It's Araja with Abu Jabain coming close to him on this occasion here now. So he opts just to check up and see who's in front once again. He sends it up, comes off the pony. It ricochets kindly there for Sola. Quickly onto that one there. Sola on the move. Sola got two big guns to meet. Misses the backhand there. Does Llorente and lets Sola loose here. Sola deep down into the corner. He knows he's going to have to check up and come with him. And Pablo checks up with him too. Looks to see what he can do on that one here. Goes one way, goes the other way. Look at the stick work. Watch this stick work here of Sola. Nope, the pony's just slipped in the corner there and he's just got himself potentially rather nastily hooked up in the stirrup. Young man with long legs and little pony, just as well he can keep one foot on the ground. You can see this in the replay, the pony just slipping in the bottom corner there. And he just had his foot still caught in the stirrup. Momentarily could have been nasty. Umpires, for safety purposes, of course, decides to blow the whistle. We'll start off with a throw-in down in that bottom corner. From the inside out, as the GHANTOOT boys just decide to move off the boards. Nico looking a bit tentative, eating those nails again. Unbelievable. We'll get a bit of chili powder on those, Nico. That'll soon stop you. So here we go. 2 teams will line up here now. As Crespo joins the crew. Bowls that ball into play. Into play it is. Looking for it out the back of the line out is Sola with Araja. In comes Aureche, just to give him a little bit of space, give him a bit of protection, give him the opportunity to go to work. Comes back out, comes back towards his man, goes up past his man on this one here, goes with a big neck shot on that one there, but didn't get what he wanted out of it. But it's now less for Essian. Felix turns towards the goal. In comes Araja, looking for something out of that one there, possibly, but it's going to be Nasser comes out. The backhand comes in there by Shamsi. The first hooter goes. And that there will end Chaka number 3. With the score being 5 goals apiece. Essian having a bit of a tittle-tattle there. He thought Araja would come from one side to the other, but nothing's going to come out of that one there. And there's a beautiful aerial shot of the field, drawing back as the players start to leave the field for half-time here in this 5-Chaka 18-goal match. His Highness, the President of the UAE Polo Cup. 5 goals all. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go to a few messages from Polo Line. So welcome back from Polo Line to GHANTOOT Racing and Polo Club. You've got a good shot there of the HABTOOR crew. Just having a bit of chit-chat there. You see you've got Guillermo Coutinho, the manager there, sorting things out. We're having a chat with them. Raj Al-Jabain just cleaning his glasses, as is probably just changing their lenses, as now we have the floodlights on here at GHANTOOT, looking very spectacular indeed from Polo Line. Felix Essian and Haurechi. It looks like in the background we got JJ Diaz, Juanjo, and coming into the line there is Facu Sola, having a quick word with the boys. And there you see a good view. There we have the full stats there from the ground side view. It is field goals 4-3. GHANTOOT over HABTOOR. Throw-ins 6 apiece here. They're both boys working hard. Both teams working hard out there. Fouls committed 5 and 4. GHANTOOT giving away one more. 1 yellow card there. 4 HABTOORs. 1 Haurechi. Penalties 1 from 2 and 2 from 3. And there's the difference in the score. 5 goals apiece it is here at half-time after chucker number 3. And I think we're just about to go to a shot of the yellow card being dispensed to Jauretche. But first of all, we see a little shot there of Juan Jauretche. Just mounted back up, walking back on towards the field. Still there in the Habtoor camp. Faco Solo just putting his helmet back on once again. Quick clean for the glasses and back on we'll get here now. Just in the meantime, we have Suleiman. Suleiman, very nice indeed. Good to hear from you, Sully. Akmal Khan, excellent event. Thank you very much indeed. And I'm sure it'll be very much appreciated by GHANTOOT organisation and the Abu Dhabi Sports Council. Thank you very much indeed, Akmal Khan. Mark Deminin from Malta. Great to hear from you there, Mark, in Malta. Hope things are starting to warm up a bit and we'll start to get back into the summer season and everything will be great down there. RC Polo saying very good. Thank you very much indeed. Great to hear from you all and look forward to seeing you all soon and hearing some more. Great view there now as nighttime falls here in Abu Dhabi at GHANTOOT Racing and Polo Club from the drone. We'll be starting off with a hit in from the back line as Sola joins his team down the far end of the field from his camp, down at the GHANTOOT end. The ball to be brought back in again, once again by Marcos Araja. Back in the Habtoor camp once more. Guillermo Coutinho been with Habtoor for a number of years now. Went into double figures. 10 years, I think it is now, as Marcos Araja brings this ball in for GHANTOOT. Marcos drills this one up here now, sends that one wide out towards the side, looking to set that one up for Paulito. But first onto it is going to be Jauretche. Jauretche up onto the play, plays the backhand in towards the middle of the field. Nicely into open space, trying to come on to this one. It's going to be Sola, but he's just kept off it there by Pablo, and it's going to be Araja. Pablo looking after Sola. Sola just trying to break free. Pablo just taking care of him there. It's just getting inching closer all the time. Is Araja. He unloads this one over the top of the players. Goalward bound and through the places. Beautiful play there by GHANTOOT. You saw the great teamwork there by Pablo Llorente, keeping Sola away and keeping him at bay, allowing the luxury of space and time for Araja just to keep moving this ball forward, getting himself, sees the window open, and through the goals it goes. And the two teams will line up in front of us here on the commentary side for Peter Wright to bowl that ball back into play. Middle liner it is, trying to get that one. Jauretche comes away with it as Nasser trying to get Uni's over the top of that one there. Little backhand comes in there by Nasser Al-Shamsi, looking to set it up for Crespo. First onto it is going to be Felix. Here's the backhand, the tail called, and he doesn't quite execute as he'd like to do so, but Nasser Al-Shamsi gets it and pounces on that ball and drills that one up through the goals. It is for Nasser Al-Shamsi. You see, when he heard the backhand being called, he was half checked up, not overcommitted, able to pounce back on that ball again. Great play there by Nasser Al-Shamsi, and through the goals it is. 7 goals to GHANTOOT, 5 to Habtoor. Ball back into play here once again. Off it here comes Pablo. Backhand looking to set up Nasser. Al-Jubain trying to get going with him on there. It is Nasser on the near side. Goes a little bit under the neck. Keeps a good push and shove there on Al-Jubain. Comes off the pony and falls kindly there. Good play by Al-Jubain. Is leaving it now for Sola. Sola looking to see which way and what way he can go. Where's the options? What are we doing out of this one here now? Comes in. The backhand comes in by Nasser. Spoiling the play. Stop dilly-dallying around with it and decides to get on with it. Under the net comes Jauretche looking to set up for Felix. Felix gets called off it, gets told to take the man, Crespo. In comes Pablo there with Sola once more. Sola hovering over the ball, looking to see what he can do, but Pablo just trying to push and shove and spoil his play. Keeps on coming forward, feels confident as ever. There comes Facu Sola. Crespo comes in onto that one there, and we get a whistle on the players, a cry of anguish from some of the players, and they don't believe it, but there it is. The whistle has gone. You see Sola coming up forward with it up onto that one there. Sola coming forward at pace as he just saunters onto the line. And the whistle on the play. So we have a penalty here now in favour of HABTOOR. From the 60-yard line, a penalty for. I was just discussing that one there, but I think the ball get dropped down there by umpire Badu, offering Jauretche which ball he thinks Sola will probably want. Give him an option of 2 balls, a used and a new. So Sola comes in here now. Balls drop down here now for Facu Sola to tee up quickly. For a penalty for 60-yard penalty. He drives this one forward. It's creeping just inside that goal post from here. It looked. What's the goal judge said? No, it's gone wide. Just wide. And the ball's placed down back on the back line for HABTOOR to bring into play by Kaku Raja. Kaku sees the players going up forward. Sola there with him. Can't go under the neck with that one there, so he goes straight and pushes this one down the field here this time, trying to get that one up for Nasser and Crespo, but first onto it is going to be Felix. Sends the backhand out there, nice and short, keeping it controlled for Jauretche. Jauretche with Pablo, gets hooked, keeps his ball moving forward, gets hooked off out of it this time, but the ball keeps on moving forward once again. Is Jauretche, takes the man, leaves it now for Sola. Sola and Araja. Sola reaching out a long way, checks up, controls that ball. That ball's just sitting there on a piece of string and he hooks it up forward, but it's going to be Pablo, tries to come in onto it. Essian does, but he gets hooked off out of it there by Araja. Araja settles it down, drills this one forward up the middle of the field here this time, trying to get that for Sola, but covering that back door well is Jauretche once again. The backhand comes in out towards the side. In comes Nasser Al-Shamsi in front of Al Jubain. Al Jubain sends the backhand up towards the middle of the field here now. It's going to be Sola there with Marcos Araja, not wasting any time, sends the backhand, caught in a bit of no man's land there was Nasser Shamsi, but it's going to be Araja back onto his own player again. Araja, he's gone a little bit wide with that one there, trying to get the hook, gets the hook in there, does Felix Essian. The next player up onto this one is going to be Sola. Sola sends a backhand, there does Nasser Al-Shamsi, but it's set up now for Sola once again. Facu opens the shoulder, drills that one up the field, but it's just shown a little bit too much of that one there for Crespo. Wisely moving on to the near side. Great play there by Felix, spoiling his play. The ball goes up and down. It's going to be Sola to pick it up once again there with Araja, but Araja can come on to this one here now. Araja gets hooked on the backhand. Picked up by Sola. Sola gets play spoilt there by Pablo, cancelling each other out. But it's going to be Essian to come up onto this one here. But Sola steals that on the near side and puts it away and says, thank you very much indeed. 6 goals it is to HABTOOR. A little bit messy on there. Gets a play spoilt to Sola. Essian comes in, drills it in. In fact, no, it was Felix Essian that put it away. I thought Sola had stolen that on the near side and put it away, but unselfishly left that one there for the stick side play for Felix Essian. The two teams back to the middle of the field, and it is going to be Sola comes away with it here now as they're all off changing. No free change. Sola says thank you very much indeed. They're all offside on that play there. Can't come in onto it, but it's going to be Nasser. Comes onto it here now. Comes under the neck. Good neck shot there by Nasser Al-Shamsi. First onto it is going to be Felix Essian. Sends that one looping backhand into play, and it's left behind by Araja for Sola. Here's the backhand call. The backhand comes in. Jauretche looking for that there. Jauretche can't come on, but it's going to be Felix Essian. Felix Essian coming on with there with the acute neck shot there for Felix Essian. Drilling it away. Levelling the scores up here now. A little bit messy, a bit scrappy. Couldn't quite get onto it. But look, you see here, Felix Essian comes in with that neck shot. Drills that one inside the goal post there. Nice goal by Felix Essian. 7 goals apiece it is here now in Chukka number 4. And we're going to have the same situation of what we had here last time. 26 seconds it is before that ball has to be played. No whistle has gone, and there we go. The ball gets bowled back into play once again. It is, and it is going to be set up now for Felix. Gets hooked off out of it, and the backhand comes in, and we get a whistle on the play. Pablo reckons he had the line on that one there. They all reckon they had a little bit of bite of the pie there, but not to be. Just flicked out there for the line out on the replay. You can see why Pablo came in. The backhand, and looks like Felix Essian got a bit of a wallop on the leg or something like that. You see, he came in. Another replay on it there. The ball gets flicked up here now once again. Comes in onto it. Backhand comes in. Pablo makes the play, and I think as he did, he sort of got copped onto that one there. So, good supporting from all sides. We've got guy from Abu Dhabi coming out. Busy, though, to give him a bit of a helping hand. And the third man is going for having a look at the replay to see exactly what was going on. Felix got a bit of a club in the leg by Pablo, but he's up. Already coming back to make sure he's all right. Ambulance finally arrives. Probably just looking for a bit of the magic spray, but it looks like he's going to put his knee pad back on again and get back aboard and get this match back underway once more. Back in the HABTOOR camp again. Oh, the stunning looking ponies there, looking very alert indeed. Itching to get out onto the field. Little mare of Fakus. Oh no, dear, oh dear, oh dear, Timothy, we've got another whistle and the yellow card comes out. Here we go. Oh, no yellow card, it was just Peter's hand. Just a little bit of chit-chat, just saying, come on, guys. Play nicely now, Timothy. Faku, big laugh on his face. Peter, we've known each other for so long. But come on, guys. Enough's enough. All a little bit anxious, the boys out there this afternoon, and it looks like we do have a spot penalty here now in favour of HABTOOR, deeming actually that Felix was right on the play. And Pablo coming in. Oh, I hear the word Amarillo there, but hopefully no cards are being given, and it's going to be Faku to come up onto the play here now to get it underway. 7 goals apiece it is. 1:18 on the clock. He goes with a drilling driving shot from a long distance out. It's going wide out towards the left, and I don't think anybody's going to get back to that one in time for HABTOOR, and it looks like it's going to be Kakuraj at the ball, just falling short. Looks over his shoulder to see where Felix Essian is. Being looked after there by Pablo. Pablo goes on the run. Sends the shot. Gets that one wide. You hear it coming off the mallet of Essian's, but first onto it, coming onto it, kind of get onto on the inside of that one there, as Sola just established himself on the line. Pablo coming through at pace. We can see here now. Got himself onto it. Coming under the arm there. Umpire's deeming that no, he was safe on that play was Sola. Gone near side wouldn't have been a problem. But he thought he had that line safe and secure, did Pablo. But it was Sola. Turning round onto the play here now. Taps it the once. Looks up, serious marks. He goes with the driving shot. Sends his one up here now. Puts that one up there. Trying to get that one up to his teammate. But I can't get it. But it's going to be picked as Essian's pulled out of the play. Leaving it for Araja. You see Areche just been held up there by Crespo. Allowing Araja to go to work here now. Araja. He's got the boys there with him. And here's the first hooter. Unloads that one up there. Trying to get that one up for Pablo. But coming up onto it is going to be Essian, just checking and waiting on the play. Comes in onto it. Nice backhand by him. Swooping onto it well there is Sola. In the ride-off comes Araja. Loves this little black mare here. Does Araja, and he gets on the move, but his play's been spoilt there by Halreche reaching out for it first onto this one here across the face of goal. It is going to be Felix Essian. Felix sends that one out towards the boards with Nasser Al-Shamsi. And there goes the second hooter, ladies and gentlemen, ending chukker number 4. With a score all tied up here at 7 goals apiece. As HABTOOR having to defend their goal once again with this strong attack from GHANTOOT. And now we'll go to a few messages and adverts from Polo Line. So welcome back here to GHANTOOT Racing Polo Club from Polo Line with a good shot there in this beautiful number 2 field at GHANTOOT. There's old Solar giving it the old charm up there for Peter. He's a charming little soul, isn't he? Such a smooth operator. Raj Aljabain. Super sub. Teams coming back out of the field here now, and once again, I'd just quickly like to thank. There you have the stats of the progression of the game so far. In the third of the first chukka, it was 2-1 to HABTOOR. At the end of chukka number 2, it was 4-3 to GHANTOOT. 5 apiece, 3, 7 apiece in chukka number 4. What are we going to get here now for chukka number 5? Once again, I'd like to thank our governing partner here, the Abu Dhabi Sports Council. Our sponsors, of course, Yas International Holding, Yas International Properties LLC. Thank you very much indeed for your support. And sponsoring one of the teams here for this tournament, Capex.com, Porsche in Al Ain and in Abu Dhabi. The wonderful Bulgari collection will be here hopefully on Friday. And the ball back into play as Solar comes up onto it on the balls out there, looking to clear this away. Drives that one up the field here now, trying to get that one up once again here now. Picks it up here, does. Esian drives it up, and it's going to be pushed off out of the play there by Crespo. Crespo looks over his shoulder but decides to keep this ball live and running around the field rather than playing the backhand into traffic. Checking up the pony here now. With him there is Esian. Look at that pony just stop and spin there for Esian. Comes up onto it once again. There's Crespo. Crespo trying to get this ball moving forward, getting a little bit of momentum and drives it up here one more time. Getting that one up there for Llorente. Llorente up on the play. Just drills that one there into the back of Jauretche, and we get a whistle on the play. Jauretche probably thought he had enough room, but the ball just didn't come enough. It came a little bit from right to left and came up underneath the pony there of Jauretche, and he just caught in a bit of no man's land and nothing he could do about that. Unfortunately, he can't quite vaporize, so we have a penalty in favour of GHANTOOT from the 30-yard spot. A penalty 2 for Kaku Raja to try and get GHANTOOT back out into the lead once more. Kaku on the play here now. Just comes in nicely, drops that mallet down as cool as ever it is. The one and only Marcos Araja putting GHANTOOT back out into the lead again. 8 goals it is to GHANTOOT. 7 goals to HABTOOR in chukka number 5 with a long way left to go. Peter Wright lines the 2 teams up once again here now. Great aerial shot there. Bowls that ball into play once again. Backhand comes in. Tries to. Jauretche couldn't. It is as he got ridden off there by Llorente. His forehand gets bumped off out of it. First onto this one is going to be Araja. Gets his play spoiled. Solar flicks that one up forward, but only as far as Llorente gets a good thumping right off there by Jauretche. Nearly unseats himself as he goes forward with it, but it's going to be Llorente. The pony's helping along. Goes with that next shot there and drills that one in towards the goal, but couldn't quite get the angle he was looking for. Couldn't get over that ball, and wide it goes. So the ball's placed back on the back line for HABTOOR's Facu Solar to bring back into play once again. Goes wide, out, open. Field here now. Keeps it moving forward. Crespo coming towards him. Checks up. Looks to come back inside. Jauretche comes one way. Goes the other way, as does Solar. Mirroring each other. Not sure which way he's going to be going, but he decides to opt and go by himself on this occasion here. Facu Solar up on the move once again. Beats the man with Araja in front, comes in between the players here now, settles things down, wants to make the most of this, does so. Crespo comes up forward, past him on that one there, gets up past Araja on it, but he just gets bumped and he tries to come back onto it, and we get a whistle on the play. So it'll be interesting to see on the replay here. You see he comes into him, gives him a bit of a bump, marginally behind the saddle, checks up, goes with the hooking play on him on there, and we end up a little bit of discussion with a penalty in favour of HABTOOR from the 40-yard line. Solar going, but 30. No, it's not going to be. Still going slightly across the field. The umpire's decided there's still a lot of traffic in front of him. Had a lot to do still. So it's a 40-yard penalty. Viewing on from the HABTOOR camp. Fagusola comes up, comes in, gets half stopped there, but carries on. Through the goals it is, levying the scores up at 8 goals apiece. 88 on the board it is, and 5 minutes still left to play here in chucker number 5. Great aerial drone shots here, seeing the shadows of the ponies too, but doesn't seem to affect them at all out there on the field. Oh, we got a whistle on the play by umpire right as Pablo just dismounting. He did call to the umpire saying I think he has got a bit of a lame pony before dismounting, giving the players the opportunity to go and change, as does Crespo. And it looks like we also have Felix Essian going down the bottom end to change too. Back down in the HABTOOR camp again. Guige there with JJ. Pablo just quickly changes ponies back on his Essian, as is Crespo, and we'll get the two teams lined up once more. Yeah, chucker number 5 back underway again. Sola just giving a little bit of instruction, asking for another pony to be taken down to the bottom end. So the two teams come together now for Peter Wright to bowl that ball back into play, and into play it is. Skews off out the back of the line out first onto Zumi Kaku on the near side. Kaku up on the move here now. Sola in hop shoot, checks up, looks to come back inside, does so. Gathers the traffic in behind him there, looking for a little bit of something, looking to meet it there, but it's going to be stolen away there by Haureche. The screams and shouts, but Haureche's got his head down. He's up on the move here now, up over the halfway line. It's Haureche. He's got support there in behind him, but coming back at pace at him is there Crespo, but he realises it a little bit too little too late, and beautifully stolen there by Juan Haureche, and through the goals it is, putting HABTOOR out into the lead. 9 goals to 8 it is. Haureche coming in onto that one there. Able just to stick and ball that one away. Crespo decided to make a run at it, but it was still a bit too little too late. We've got a slightly verbose player there. Haureche just saying, now I've got a lame pony here. Tantamount importance, of course, is the welfare of these ponies. The rules of polo are set up for safety of horse and player. Still quite a bit of discussion going on there as how in the world did Haureche manage to come in and steal that play. But I think Crespo's just having a discussion there with his team captain, Marcus Araj, was explaining. So we get a little bit of chit-chat, and people are just saying, be quiet, otherwise it's going to end up nastily. And there it is, the ball gets bowled into play. And it is. Pablo Llorente comes away with it. Gets half hooked there by Haureche, but he's away it is. Pablo Llorente, he's got Sola in front, and Araj with him there as well. He flicks out and probably shows a little bit too much of that there. To Sola, comes round and interesting little play. Sola reckons he can try and push him over onto his near side, and trying to play across the near side as well was Pablo. Comes in, he's in front of him on that occasion there. Comes in. Going to be an interesting call for the umpires on this one here as the ball just goes out over the back line. The ball's just placed down there on the spot. Llorente took a swing across the face of the horse's legs of Sola. Sola taps it forward. Sola. Crespo with him. Crespo just steals that one there, but he's got Haureche with him, and the ball just pulls off out towards the side, the near side play, but we get a whistle on it once more. Oh, taking the spoils here are GHANTOOT. spoiling this play. Nice little play by Crespo. The ball scoots off out there. Crespo got himself back on the line, and as you see, the Essian plays it on the near side, but it looked like he had crossed over that play first, so he didn't actually have a play at all on the ball. And the ball's placed down here now for a penalty in favour of GHANTOOT for Marcos Kakuraja from the 30-yard line. A penalty 2, looking to level the scores up. As we've got more players scrambling off the field to change ponies. GHANTOOT have left the responsibility solely to Kakuraja. Kaku comes up to this one here. He drives it, he shoots. It's going very close to that right-hand goal post, but the flags aloft, and there it is. Tied up again at 9 goals apiece here in chucker number 5, just over halfway through it with 3:10 on the clock it is, as the players make their way back towards the middle of the field. We might end up going to an extra chucker here. Let's see what the story is. As the players changing hands, Peter Wright's just lining them up here now, looking to get this back underway once more. Abu Jabain just swapping over. The ball comes out here. Llorente tries to come up onto this one here. Goes under the neck with that one there. Sian gets a little bit of a bite of that one there, but can't get onto it. And it's left now for Sola. Sola on the play. Sola comes off the pony. Backhand there by Nasser. It's a bit scrappy. He's working on it there. It's that man coming off it, leaving it now for Pablo Llorente. Does Araja. Pablo running hard, fast down the field, checks up, looks to try to come in between the players here, drills in, gets his play spoilt there by Haureche, and wide it goes. You see Araja Abu Jabain was in there, found himself in a bit of no man's land just in front, and he thought, well, I'll just leave it to Haureche, quite wisely so too. Haureche gave him the space and time to actually spoil the play. The ball's on the back line, and Haureche to bring it in. And Sola just comes up in behind, leaves it now for Faku. Goes up underneath, up towards the left, cuts up towards the middle of the field here now. Sola up on the move here now, taking Crespo with him. Checks up once more. In behind comes Haureche to close the back door as Sola goes up on the move, leaves that ball there on the boards, and unfortunately and cruelly it bounces out over the boards. You can see right in front of us here, Peter Wright just dropping that ball down. There's a rush of players go up forward as Kakuraja drills that one up forward, but it looks like it's Sola on the near side to pick this one up. Doesn't get that one cleanly. Trying to come up onto it once again. There was Essian and Pablo, but it's going to be Kakuraja coming through from the back door once more. You see here, Sola goes to pick it up. Doesn't get that cleanly. Looks to pick this one up. Comes up onto it. The umpire's a little bit more discussion going on there. They're probably saying that the HABTOOR player came through from one side to the other in front of Araja, but wasn't enough space and time. But all the same, the ball is being placed down for a penalty 3 in favour of GHANTOOT. And still a lot of chit-chat going on down the bottom end. And Kaku just looking for a different ball there. Peter Wright obliges and picks the other one up, and Kaku to tee this one up here now. 1:31 on the clock it is. That's 1 minute of play before the first hooter goes, unless we're all tied up still. 40-yard penalty for Kakuraja. Kaku drills this one, and you don't get straighter than that. Straight as an eye, over the top and out of the reach of everybody, and through the goals it is. Into double figures. 10 goals it is to GHANTOOT. 9 goals to HABTOOR as the players make their way back to the middle of the field. The ball will be bowled in at 26 seconds, I believe it is, so there's still plenty of time from a breakaway goal to level this one up here now. As Peter Wright just lines the two teams up, bowls that ball back into play, skews off out here, trying to get onto that one is going to be Sola and Kaku. Kaku, the backhand, underneath the tail, out towards us here now. First on to Nasser Al-Shamsi, drills that one and out over the side it goes, looks to the heavens, but the ball will be placed down on 8 seconds and the ball will be dropped down here now for Faku Sola. Faku What can he do with this? The clock is ticking on down. He showed maybe a little bit too much of that one there to Kaku, and he kicks it forward, and the backhand comes in. The clock is ticking down here now. And trying to get onto this one here is going to be Nasser Al-Shamsi for another go at this one here now. Nasser puts that one out in towards the middle of the field. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The final who to goes. Running out the winners, GHANTOOT. 10 goals to 9 over HABTOOR. So there, ladies and gentlemen, we have the final day of qualifying matches in His Highness the President of the UAE Polo Cup 2021. GHANTOOT running out the winners over HABTOOR 9-10. And quickly, I'd just like to make the opportunity before we get some stats from our director. I'd like to say thank you very much indeed to Yas Properties, Abu Dhabi Sports Council, GHANTOOT, of course, for hosting the tournament, Capex.com, Porsche, Bulgari, and, of course, Tack and Track for all your question requisites. And now we have a few stats of the progression of the game. 1-2, HABTOOR were winning at the end of the first chukker. 4-3 in favour of GHANTOOT. 5 apiece it is. 7-7. Then 10-9, the final score. With GHANTOOT running out the winners. Just as in the last game, very close and very tight. And now we'll go to a few of the best goals, please. Thank you very much indeed. Sebastian from Polo Line. There we go. Fager intercepting that play. Couldn't quite get onto it cleanly. And I think that was actually the last foul it was. But here's the goal. This was Raj Al-Zubayn going forward onto this one here now. Raja gets onto that one. Sends it away. Through the goals he goes. Raj Al-Zubayn. There we have it here now. Faku Sola. Faku on the end of Malik, trying to get hold of that one or hook his mallet or do something with Crespo, but he just seemed to elude the hooking all the way, as he does by reaching that way forward. And there it is. Kaku comes up, waits for that window to open, confidently drilling that through the middle of the goals. Beautiful goal there by Kaku Raja. Couldn't quite get the backhand off. You see, half checked up, but ready to go. It was Nasser Al-Shamsi. Great play by Nasser from about 50 yards out and lofts that one clean over the top and through the goals. Great goal there by Nasser Al-Shamsi. Trying to get onto this one here now on a lovely play there by Felix Essian with the next shot, drilling it away, putting it on the board. Beautiful goal there by Felix Essian. And this was the breakaway goal by Haurechi. Haurechi put it away, confident as, quick as a flash. There's a beautiful evening shot there of this number 2 field here at GHANTOOT Racing and Polo Club. The field goal, 6 apiece. That's good to see. 12-8. Dominating those throw-ins was GHANTOOT by 25%. Fouls committed. More fouls by GHANTOOT. 10-7 it is. A yellow card there for Juan Jaureche. And from the penalties, 5 from 4, 3 from 5. With no safeties. There's our difference. You can see the differences on there. GHANTOOT dominating the line-outs, but they did give away more fouls. But better on those penalties here today through Kaku Raja. And now we'll just go to a quick break, ladies and gentlemen, before we go to an interview with Andreas from Polo Line on the other side of the field when they present the 30,000 dirham check. Back within a moment. So welcome back here with Polo Line for the presentation of the 30,000 dirham check to the winning team of GHANTOOT. So to come and collect that there is Pablo Llorente, quite rightly so too. Great shot from the drone. It's good to see. Each of these teams being given a 30,000 dirham check, each winner of the team, each winner of each match. Pablo very graciously taking that there, representing his team. Once again, thank you very much indeed to GHANTOOT, to the Abu Dhabi Sports Council and Yas Holdings for their support. And here we go now, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be going for a quick interview with Polo Line, with Andreas, which will just come now. And we'll just hand over to Andreas. I'm sure we'll be just giving you a quick interview here now to Pablo Llorente.
Thank you, Adam. We're here with one of the best players of the match, with Pablito Llorente, awaiting for a new final. Well, Pablito, first of all, how does it feel to be part of a team that remains unbeaten so far in the whole season?
Well, our main aim today was not to lose that. We know that once that you get the winning, some winning games in a row, it's nice to keep on going for that. So that was our aim tonight, and luckily we did it at the last checker. It was a tough game, but well, luckily we could win.
Before asking you about the final, I want to ask you about the promise you and your teammates made for winning the Gold Cup, and to show it for the camera, please.
No, I didn't do nothing. No, before starting the Gold Cup, when we arrived here, we were at a dinner, and Manuel, a friend of us that helped us with the organization in GHANTOOT and with the horses and with everything, has an evening. So he asked me to do one. And I said, okay, maybe if we win the World Cup, I will do it. And then Kaku said, okay, if you do it, I'll do a tattoo. And then we find something for Cachete, so we cut his hair off. So well, that was a bit it.
And now, for sure, expectations for the final, a new final for GHANTOOT. How much is the team awaiting for it?
Well, this is like our tournament. We are locals, so we like obviously we wanna win, and this tournament especially we want to keep it here for Sheikh, for the team, for everybody that is working for us. It's a really big team, and we work very hard for this. So we will look forward for this final the whole season.
Pablito, thank you, and good luck.
Thank you.
Pablito Llorente, back to you, Adam.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed to Andreas with that great interview there with Pablo Llorente. Been playing brilliantly here this season in the United Arab Emirates throughout the whole Dubai Gold Cup series and also here at GHANTOOT. And ladies and gentlemen, this is us signing off from GHANTOOT, from Polo Line, and we look forward to seeing you here joining us on Friday for our subsidiary final at 2 o'clock, with the main final, the grand final, which will be between HABTOOR and GHANTOOT at 4:45. So from us all here at Polo Line, good night and thank you very much.